This video shows my custom built attachment with a replacement Carroll Stream Rhino 13 horsepower engine. This is a device that I set up again like 35 years ago, originally with a snowblower to use on my skid steer to be able to push snowbanks back. So what we have here is the front end of a Gravely tractor. It's being powered by this 13 horsepower. Yes, 13 horsepower. The old Honda was 11. This one's 13, and this powers that. Any Gravely attachment, as far as that's concerned, and this happens to be a particularly useful one to do the shoulders, the edges of the driveway, to push them back and not have the snowbanks. This is my trusty 11 horsepower Honda engine that was the power plant for this device that I purchased about 35 years ago. It has worked impeccably well for years until it suddenly stopped for some strange reason. Last summer I finally got a chance to pull it apart this winter, and that piston's no longer available, and even if it were, I think the cost to repair this would have exceeded what I ended up doing, which was to purchase a Carroll Stream look-alike, which is very hard to tell apart from a Honda. And this was about a third the cost of what a new Honda would have been. It would have been even less, about 50 bucks less, if I hadn't gotten it with the electric starter, which I didn't realize until later. Yeah, my new 13 horsepower Rhino engine arrived nicely packaged in a package that was hard to miss for anything else. And the only minor problem apparently was that the shaft stuck out through a little bit of a hole. But there was considerable packaging, foam in the bottom, and this all this heavy cardboard all the way around protecting it. It arrived in very good shape. Here you can see the jack shaft, 12-2 sprocket there, and I forget how many teeth there are on this. But when I set it up, I figured the Gravely's a much slower speed machine, plus it's geared down. This is the clutch here, or the engagement mechanism. There is a slip clutch in this so that you can see when it's running that snow will slow down coming out of the chute, and then all of a sudden it'll pick back up again because it's such a large open chute with a huge impeller. About the same size as the one that fits my 45 horsepower tractor blower. And the slip clutch will allow it to slip, reduce any damage to the engine if it does swallow something, instead of a shear fit. The snowblower is replaced in the summertime by a 30-inch flail-type rotary mower. That whole unit fits on the front of my Kubota BX22, great for mowing around the edges.